Hi guys, so this video is about another expat vet robbed in Angeles City, Philippines. I was watching Philly in the Philippines, and this is about a day ago, and he was telling the about the fate of an expat that got robbed with he got everything in a bag, like a money bag. He got he said he has six credit card, and he has social security, veteran ID, and what else and but his ATM was in his front pocket and together with the cash, so that was safe. But whatever is in the money bag, what happened is the money bag doesn't even have a strap. So he went to a couple of a bank, and once he came out, it seems like somebody on a motorbike, like riding in tandem, as we call it in the Philippines, just snatch it and run. So this is what I want to share with you. About the story. When I heard the incident, I tried to Google it to see if I can bring out some kind of a news or police report. I find nothing, except I found the man's video. I seen the man's video, and I went to his channel, and he was talking about the whole event, but he was very cool. I'm not familiar with his channel, but he seems to be very cool with the whole thing. So some people kind of sketchy with the story, but at the same time, when I was trying to listen to him, it seems like too good. I mean, he has. It's almost like a well planned story. So I think for me, it's a 50-50. I don't know. I don't know how to make out of it. It seems like real. Maybe he may have added a few more things. Maybe the back is not. Maybe it's not six credit card. Maybe it's only a couple of credit card. He said it's really nothing. Was that is kind of important. Like it's not like you're not gonna get it back. What I'm trying to say, like cash, if the robbery got the cash, then and then you may as well forget it, right? But with a credit card, you can always cancel it. That's what I'm trying to say. And or the ID, you can always get it again. But the whole event, he was very cool, and he was also like laughing about interact with the because he was filming while he was talking about this incidents. So some people were kind of suspicious, but then I was just listening the whole he was telling the whole situation. I don't know, I just feel like maybe there's some truth and some fiction. For just for the video. But whatever this is, whatever the story was a real. For me, these things really does happen in the Philippines. So that's what I'm going to tell you, and I want to share with you. When he said after he went to two bank because he tried to get information how to open a bank account, those type of things, and then after he came out of the second bank, and then somebody just took the the money back, as we call it. And he said, I don't know, maybe it's an inside job. All right, we have to hold it on that one, inside job. Is it inside job? It can happen. Yep. I'm gonna tell you. This is based, on my experience, on my, the time living in the Philippines, growing up in the Philippines. It does make sense. Also, it could be an inside job from the bank. I'm not trying to scare people. I'm not trying to scare foreigner. Just want to give you tips how to protect yourself. All right, because you're a foreigner and then you go in and you just open a bank. So when he said it could be an inside job, yes, it does happen. Some of this bank teller, you have to understand that not all of them. I'm just giving you some. It could be your lucky day. You meet the bad person. It could be, and they have contact. When they see you're like you could be a good victim, and they can just signal a text people waiting outside. Hey, this, go get this guy. So that's what try to warn you. It could be an inside job. When I was back in the Philippines and I was in the business, I remember some of this tailor. They're not just only a tailor. I have interact with the tailor. Some of the tailor are also doing all kind of businesses. What do I mean? Of course, this is not. It's not supposed. It's not supposed to be open, but they do this. During my time when I was there, it's not. You are limited to the dollar amount of you can bring out outside the country. So sometime, and then also when you so and then when you're gonna go travel abroad, you need dollar. Dollar is king. It doesn't matter where. Dollar is king, especially in Philippines. You want to travel abroad, you better exchange dollar. So if you go to the bank, you want to get the exchange rate. Usually it's not a good. As everybody know, it's not a good rate you will get. But sometimes the black market, you could get a better rate, and this is where the tailor come in. Sometimes if I know that that person, I say, hey, do you know anybody that we can get a better rate? And then she said, okay, just go to this this person, and then he'll give you a better rate, or she can give you a better rate. So what I'm trying to say, some of these tailor, they also do side jobs, something like that. Is it illegal? It's not really, but you're not supposed to be doing that because it's not good for the bank. But I'm just giving you advice, and then some of these bad people, they can tip, their people could rob you because they know. Especially the teller, you interact, and you give them your deposit or something, and they can see your account, they can see how much money you have. So this is why I try to advise you, if you're a foreigner, don't put too much on your bank. Just have it transferred to the bank in the Philippines, not too much. You just whatever you're gonna spend for, let's say for the next 3 months, don't put too much money in there. If you have too much money, and then I'm not saying everybody are bad people, but you could have a bad tailor, and they can tip up somebody. Hey, this guy got money or something, and tailor knows your address, you know your telephone number, know your all information. So you have when I was still there, we don't just go to the bank to open a bank. Usually it's recommended by somebody. Let's say we're gonna open an account there at this bank, and I know people. I'm gonna say to my friend, hey, do you bank with this bank over there? And they will tell me, say, okay, yeah, you go see Mr. So and so. He's the manager. He'll take good care of you. And then before I go there, he even called that bank manager. Hey, somebody's gonna come over, my friend. Can you just take care of this? My friend. We need a recommendation. And then at the same time, when let's say when I'm depositing something, I usually go to the tailor that I know, that I'm familiar with. If I see a new faces, I would say, oh no, I'm waiting for this, the other tailor, because you wanna, just you want to you want to like have a good relation with this, at least that you can trust. You just can. You don't want. Just think about it. When you deposit, the teller can see everything about your account. So if you have a lot of money there, and let's say you're old, and then sometimes you're very talkative. You like to share all your life to everybody, and then you tell them, oh, I just live by myself. I live there. So and so. Nobody's watching over me. You are opening yourself to be the target. So I'm just trying to warn you, these things happen. And riding in tandem, just Google it. Google it about riding in tandem in the Philippines. It's very popular. They target people. They target your cell phone. They target your. If you're a blogger, you just be careful. And then with everything, your important document or your credit card, you may as well, as you will see. I know a lot of foreigners, they kind of laugh when they see these things. People in Philippines, men's carrying a bag like that, but it's better because why? From people grabbing, it's popular. Those snatch and grab, it's very popular in the Philippines. Just be careful. Carry your kind of important things, into this what they call the man's bag. And for me, when I travel, even I go to the Philippines, this is what I wear. I'll show you. It's very uncomfortable, but this is what I wear. I wear this and I put it, inside my pants. I mean, how can they grab it, So that's how I travel. That's why sometimes I don't like to travel outside the U.S. because the things that I have to go through, this is what I travel with. I put my cash, I put my credit card in there, all the important, my passport in there. And can you imagine when I have to go through the airport, I have to take everything out. And then sometimes, when you go to the security, they were so mean and nasty. Sometimes, when you put on those machine that, what do you call that? The rolling machine. And then, as you watching it, and the security are watching you, sometimes when you want to, try to get in as fast as, because you don't want to. They're not watching your rolling back. Is the monitoring person is watching your bag, and that monitoring guy doesn't know who bag is that. Somebody could just grab it and run, right? So that's the one thing I don't like about traveling. Was true that I had to go through that airport screening. That's what I really hate. I know it's good for our safety, but those people, the security, sometimes they can be such a pain, and they can try to. The more you try to watch your back, they try to push you back, like. They know you're getting anxious because you will worry about your bag. They don't care. It's not their job. Their job is to search you, so they don't care. And then if somebody grab your bag, then hey, that's your luck. Talk about traveling. But this is what I travel with. So anyway. All right. So what else? I want to share with you? So be careful about that in the Philippines. And then, while I was watching that feeling in the Philippines, telling that story, I also happened when I try to find out more about see if is more things going on in Angeles City. I've been to Angeles City. Many times when I was still in the Philippines. The only time I go there is to buy those what we call PX goods, If I want something nice, if I want some imported shoes, that's where I go to Angeles City, or buy something imported, right? I go there maybe every 3 months or 6 months. I don't go there for bar. I'm not into bar. I only go there sometimes with my friends. We buy PX good. Anyway, what else? By when I was trying to see if any more robbery or go any more criminal activities in Angeles City, and then I bumped to another Philly video. It's our this is our store got robbed by a piece of Filipino. It was a Filipino robbery who robbed their store. And again, be very careful. At that time, they have a store, a Sar store. I was a regular viewer when they have the Sar store, and also when he would always talk about the devil red car. I think it's a red car. I thought that was very funny, the devil car. He always called it the devil car. So when he has, they have a Sar store, and then the wife was manning the, kind of manage the Sar store. And on Sunday, usually it's a busy day on Sunday, and then sometime this as we call a gang of bad people, they would I think that's what they call is budu gang in the Philippines. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I heard that terms. They always work together in a group, and they will try to try to distract you from what you're doing. One person will say, "Oh, I want this. I want to buy this, buy that." Like try to confuse you, and then the other is like also try to get the vendor's attention. And maybe the third person will go through your drawer or whatever. If you have a cash register, they will try to, or if you have a cell phone, sometimes you got so busy, and then the vendor will drop their cell phone to take care of the customer, and they will one of their crew will just grab your phone. That's how they do. They work in a group. They work in a group, and that's this thing happened in the Philippines. I tell you already. When I was there, this is when I was still living in the Philippines. I got they tried to steal my try to pickpocket me, but I'm very sensitive guy. I feel it right away, and I'm fast. I'm telling you, I'm so fast. When I was younger, I grabbed all their hand. They cannot escape. I'm like Bruce Lee. I was grabbing all their hand when they tried to pickpocket me. I was with my wife. We were dating at that time. We went to a movie theater. It was full. It was full of people, and then this gang just see the victim. Me and my wife. And they just kind of, like swarm to cover us and try to steal my wallet. But I catch all their hands. They could not get away. Boom, boom, boom. And the last one, I just hold his hand. I will not let go. I was pulling him, and he said, "Boss, why are you pulling me?" I said, "Because you're a pickpocket." I was like screaming loud to get attention. And finally, he was begging me, so I kind of let I was with my wife. We were still dating, so I said, I don't want to create more trouble, so I just kind of let it go. But talking about fast, it's funny. I'm not bragging, okay? I was just telling a story. Before I can you believe I can catch a fly with my hand? I was like this. I was always making fun because in the Philippines there's a lot of fly, and I would catch fly. And then instead of I used my hand to catch the fly, and then one time I was like, maybe I was bragging at that time. Say, what? I'm gonna try next time with the chopstick, but I never did with the chopstick. No. Uh, I don't know if I've tried that, but I know way I can do that with a chopstick. But with my hand, I was like making fun. Even my wife before, she was very impressed. I was catching fly. Anyway, okay, so that's my story. About pickpocket. There's a lot of pickpocket, and watch out for the gang. What else? And just dress up. It's hard when you are a foreigner, because you like he was saying. I went to this guy channel, and he was saying he kind of stand out. You're gonna be stand out in the Philippines. And I think even me, when I go back home, I think I could be stand out. I don't know, maybe because even I was just wearing shirt, but our shirt is maybe it's different. Like you don't see that in the Philippines. Maybe it's just in my mind. Yeah, just be careful. And then he also mentioned about the watch out for the tricycles. These are hardworking people. The tricycle. But with every hardworking people, there's also mixed with bad people. All right, and I was just reading on the comment section. People were saying that one of the commenters said he was robbed at the gunpoint by a tricycle driver. Can you imagine that? So, but he said he was smart. He got two pack, he got two wallet. He just gave the one, without that much money, and he also have two wallet. One is to give to the robbery. I mean, this thing. I mean, this thing happened in the Philippines. Sometimes when I go to a channel and they were talking all the good things, it's good to hear all the good things, right? I'm not going to name the channel, but the man was keep saying, Philippines is a beautiful country. Everything is good here, and then there's a lot of wealth in the Philippines. It's all so good. It all sounds like it's a paradise. It is a paradise, but at the same time, with all the paradise, there's also bad element. So we just have to keep that in mind. I just don't want people when blogger was talking about that, and then sometimes it will kind of give you a wrong impression. Like it's like no bad people. No, doesn't matter where you go. I mean, I was mugged in Paris. I don't know if I have told you the story. I was mugged in Paris. Long time ago, we went to Europe, and then I was going with the tour group. We were just actually we were in a group, and then we kind of split out from the big group. There were like 10 of us. We decided to go on our own. It's like a free day, so we went to the guy was very experienced in Paris. He was a lawyer in Canada. He's Asian, by the way, and then to my amazement, he dressed up like somebody with no money, with short and wearing black socks. It's funny the way he dressed. But he seems like a big time lawyer. He has a secretary. During the tour, the secretary kept calling him. But he was just smart, dressed down. He's dressed down, and then he was he's almost like our guide, showing us the back way, and then we go to where the hunchback is. Couldn't remember the name. In Paris, we went to around that area, like the Notre Dame or something like that, and we went for dinner. I remember it was such a good deal. It's a la carte dinner, €10. My goodness, I think we even got a glass of wine. $10 euro a la carte. We have first course, and then we have entree, and then what else? And then dessert. Yeah, and then a glass of wine. What a deal! And then after we have dinner, we walk around, and then we decided to try to go back to our hotel. And as we took a subway, and on the subway, I remember getting out of the subway, but then I have this all written in me, like, rob me, I'm a tourist. Do you guys remember, the video camera before is like this big, it's humongous, right? Can you see my hand? Like this. I got this big, huge video camera, those old camera, yeah. And then I have also video camera on one hand, and then another camera strap on my neck, right? So I got too many things, and then all the other accessories on my other shoulder. So as we went out through the subway, the guy was next to me, even offered to let me go. So you go out the subway, and then you have to go through the escalator, but there's a door, and he even opened the door for me to let me in first. What a gentleman, right? And I have no idea I was being set up to get a mug on that escalator to hell. The three of us, one guy in front of me, right? This is a setup. You guys probably know this. And then the guy in front of me, they are all together, and then the another guy in my back, and then another guy on his back, right? The three of them working as a group. So almost at the top of the escalator, this guy in front of me suddenly dropped something, and he tried to reach out, and so he tried to stop the whole thing, right? So when he tried to reach his whatever, his coin or something, then of course I smashed to him, and then the guy in the back, smacks on my back. So I got pinned by these three guy, and the third guy is the one who tried to both hand is on my pocket, and I remember I catch him. Remember, I'm very fast. Bruce Lee, right? I catch his hand. I was holding tight. I was fighting it, but I was just pinned down by these three people. And then I got all my gear, with me. I was just like helpless. And then on my right pocket, I remember, was my wallet. And then on my left pocket, it's €100, right? I put it there. And I was like fighting. I was just like, I could not do anything. I was get pinned. And then my wife saw it. She was in front of me. She came and she grabbed the one in the front. My wife is small, but she's tough. I used to call her. She's because she grew up in Divisoria. I mean, people in the Philippines, in Manila, you should know Divisoria. Divisoria is a top neighborhood. So she came over, grabbed this man in front, pulled him, and then when she do that, all of a sudden they just boom. It was happened so fast, like it's done in about 5-6 seconds. The whole event. And I was so proud of myself. Yeah, you did not. I thought they didn't get anything because I still holding my wallet, right? But I did not realize, the other packet that has a €100. They got that one. But that's all right, because the wallets are more important. And I mean, I have that. I have my everything, right? My driver's license, my credit card is right there. Money is there. But yeah, I mean, I'm saying this is in Paris, and we've been warned so many times. Whenever we go to well, because we were in with the tour guide, and every time we go to, especially when you're going to go to Eiffel Tower, the tour guide was, I don't know how many times she kept saying, everybody, watch your wallet, watch pickpocket, watch pickpocket. They constantly try to remind us, and then it happened when we kind of detour and went on our own. So yeah, I got pinned down in Paris, with all my gear. If I don't have my gear with me, maybe I can fight them a little bit better, but I did not expect that, like that. They pinned me down. The front guy, dropped something, so to stop the whole movement. So I'm just saying, it's not only in the Philippines; it can happen anywhere. But at the same time, just want to warn viewer, just be careful. When you go to the Philippines, enjoy the place, but be vigilant. Be very vigilant with your. Don't wear too much jewelry. I don't wear my necklace when I go back home. I just dress simple. I don't wear. And then I remember. We like I told you that I know many people back in the Philippines. I said I don't know, I try to do some blog, show, like manufacturing. At the same time, I'm thinking about security, because I know my friends would not like that, and I don't want to expose them. We try to be very simple. We don't try to show what we got in the Philippines. I'm talking about people, maybe when those people with money, you will see they live so simple. You will not know why, because of this thing happened. And again, going back to talking about the bank, yes, these are all, a lot of time it's an inside job. Sometimes you have a corrupt tailor or something, and they will do that. They will give the bad people tips. This guy, he will be a good victim for you. So just be very careful. Don't put too much on your bank. When you move to the Philippines. Anyway, so let me know your thought on this video. Sorry, I think this is taking very long again, but thank you again for watching. Take care, stay safe, and God bless. Bye bye.